International Airport, and now the only connection is the railroad here, and then we've got the highway with the bus line that connects. But now I kind of want to look at this tram line that we've got going here. This tram line is very long as it goes all the way through the city, all the way down here to this highway exit in the Olive District, and then it crosses the bridge, and the Emerson District is there on the right, but it does go out here a ways, and then Sunnyside Farms, an unexisting farmland, will be out here, so that will be a future episode, which will be awesome, I'd say. So let's go back to our airport. I see this little area over here. I'll mark it with a pine tree. I see this area as a good area to put the tram line, probably right in front of this park, actually. We just put the tram line here somewhere, and it will be pretty easy to do, I would say. So let's go up here. And let's see. I would like for my tram line to keep going around here, but let's build the tram line right there, and then not there though, and then let's go ahead and go straight down here. And I also want to do a quick quality thing here where I connect up the Sterling Hills to our tram line. That way our citizens can finally hop on the tram line and go all the way down to their work if they want to, which is good. So let's see. There are power lines galore down here. Now I can always just move these power lines. That's what I'm thinking, that I can just move the power lines. So let's don't want to destroy anything. Let's see. I guess what I could do is make the tram line on the side and then dip down. But how will that affect my farming area? Because there's not a lot of farm in this area, but there's quite a bit of rich, fertile area right here on the edge of the map. So let's say that I move our tram line here and then down the hill. Is that possible? We will see. So let's do our freeform tool. Then I will place that tram down there. And then I think I will use our straight tool. And I would like to place that right there. Then let's go back to our freeform tool. And I believe I could do that. And then let's go straight down this hill like that. And that actually ends our tram line, but it will also bring quite a bit of traffic down here. As you can see, traffic is already flowing on our brand new tram line. Now, something that I would love to do is go ahead and make it so our tram line is able to turn around down there. Now let's go back through our tram lines, and this is the blue line, so let's see. We can move that, and this turnabout is actually not useful anymore, so I will get rid of that. And now our tram is actually like to add stops here. On the PlayStation, you just got to press X and hold it, but you gotta be close enough to add a stop. And sometimes it takes forever, let me tell you. So, got our tram line. It is going swell. Just hold X. That's basically what I do, is I just hold X. If you try to drag the line like it says, like, it's gonna mess you up if you're nearby another tram line. So actually, I'm gonna move that over here. That way the stop is not there. And I don't know why the bus has decided to go down here. Let's look at our bus real quick. I guess adding a bus stop near the tram line would be a good idea. But now let's go back to our tram line and just keep adding stops. Good thing about the way back is you can actually see where the tram line is going to want to stop. And as you could see, a train went by in our underground tunnel that I made to connect the train system. That is something that I would love to work on in a little bit as Arrowhead Shores commences. We are just adding more stops as we go along. So just adding those stops to this tram line actually helps this area called Sterling Hills get to their jobs, so they can actually just walk to the tram line, which I believe they're doing that right now. They're walking to their jobs because it's easier to take the tram instead of the car to the airport. As we can see, there's actually some people waiting at our bus stop and then at our tram line, actually. So they are waiting for the blue tram line, and that's good. Let's see what this bus does. Well, that is awesome. It looks as if people are getting off of their airplane, catching the bus, and going to the tram line. I'm actually waiting for the tram to come by. Here we go. Our tram stops a lot, so let's go ahead and actually build up Sterling Hills here a little bit. Sterling Hills is going to need a freeform. Now it will only let me go up to this tunnel area here. So I will quickly add a path here, if it will let me. I'm gonna have to freeform this too. There we go. And we have a path behind their houses. Now let's see. I would love to build some houses here. And then I think housing there would actually work. And we could do some minor commercial here. So that is the tram line that connects our city. It connects our major parts of the city with our airport, as you can see. There's a couple of abandoned buildings, but that is okay. Not as many as I thought there was going to be. Now let's see what this guy has to say. Not enough customers. So let's go ahead and change that. Actually, would like to do just a straight road here, and then just a straight road. That'll fix itself where the tram lines just, there we go. And I do that on accident. 2 lanes with grass. I actually want it to be bike lanes because the dedicated bike lanes, I've pointed this out in the past, Arrowhead Shores is encouraged to bike because it helps with the traffic flow. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna want to build this road, but build it slightly close to this railway. Or do I? Now, let's go ahead and for right now, I will add a fire station right here. And then I will also add a police department. Which will help get customers and employees down to our nice, lovely area at the airport. This is the goal with the tram, is just to fill in these areas along the tram line. And then there's a dedicated bus system that will bring them to their shopping and their leisurely areas down here. That includes the people that fly in, by the way. So overall, just great idea. So I would like to keep this as rural as possible. So let's see. Let's go ahead and freeform this wall. This is more of like a sound barrier wall than anything. And to keep our citizens safe. And then we can actually build our second wall around here. Gonna undo the snapping option here. And we've got this beautiful wall. Now the only problem is that the wall will not go here because the underground tunnel is not going to allow it. But what I can do is this very nice person's house can get a few extra oak trees nearby. To create the illusion that the fence is actually... I know, there we go. We can create the illusion that the wall connects. And now let's go ahead and finish up this wall. This is some stuff that is just things that you can do on your map to make them look prettier. Make it look like it's lived in. Make it look like a civilization. I don't like that. So I'm actually going to go straight up from here. There we go. This is the little nature preserve that I've got in my area. I'm actually going to do the same thing that I did on the side of the tram. But I'll just bring it up to the freeway here. The highway. Maybe I could bring it past the highway? What is preventing me from doing that? Oh. My railway line is not really that straight, which is okay. And then we could just keep on going. And then we can just keep it like that. And then this middle section here doesn't matter. But as you could see, we did bring our tram line where it stopped before. This is where it stopped before. And we brought it up to our new international airport that we had built on our last episode. And as you can tell, things are bustling here. And let's go ahead and add water out here to our new rural area. And I'd actually like to just keep going with that area as well. So let's go ahead and check out other areas that our tram line can benefit from. So this tram actually ends right here. And if we actually cross it going this way, it will make no sense because we've already got a tram going that way. But there is also a tram going this way. So what I may have to do is, to make this less confusing, like just having it as a regular corridor here. That way cars can go in and out. And then I will add a stop sign there. So we do have our tram line. It's going to keep going. We got our tram line down here. That's going to keep going. But I also don't see it crossing this river because we want to keep this sacred, because this is I call this Arrowhead Park. Let's call this Arrowhead. Arrowhead Woods. There we go. So I'm not going to expand that tram. Are there any other areas that I can add to our tram system? This would make no sense on doing a tram because there's a tram down here and it basically takes the same route. So let's see. And then this tram ends down here. So let me quickly fix this death spike that we've seen right down here. Okay, so we got our international airport. The tram now connects. Because if you're just joining us, this is where the tram line ended before. this is all brand new stuff on Arrowhead Shores, and then this is where it ended as well. So I'll add two pine trees where it started and where it had ended. So let's go ahead and fill in the land here. Let's go ahead and just soften up some of this land over here. And something I do like to do is making it so it kind of looks natural when it goes up the hill. There we go. So it does look a little bit more natural. There. It does look natural. Let's see what this land can give us. This land is all ore. This land is all ore. This is farmland, and this is forestry. So there's not much available here. So we can actually build I'm going to leave a rock spire here for later on, as I want to figure out what I want to do with this corner of the map. But let's go back down the tram line and see if there's anything that we can do for quality improvement. Now this tram line is actually, it's the green line, and it is really busy. As you can tell, it chauffeurs people across this bridge to the next part of town. So maybe, no, we've got this part of the tram that actually chauffeurs people to this side of town. So then there is a tram that goes down in these parts down here. So my city is pretty trammed up if we look at the tram lines that are already in place. Even this tiny tram line has a lot going on. So, yeah. Something I'm going to clean up is this street right here. we could actually come back to fix what I destroyed, but I kind of feel like I can move that over just a bit. We lost that rock, but that's okay because I believe I can add more rocks. So we want to put our tram across this bridge. We may have to play with the tram line here. And I actually see what my problem is going to be. So let's go ahead and move that hospital out of the way. That's the beauty of these simulation games, is you can move things as you please. Do a 90-degree split here, and then we can move that up that way. So yeah, we've got our tram, and it's gonna kink this way, and then that way. Let's see. There are no current tram lines that go around the city, so I think I will start one. I don't have to make every stop. Every 2 stops with this tram is going to be good enough. Then of course we're gonna pick up this way. And then, of course, we are going to complete our tram line, which will go all the way around the city as we know it right now. That will go all the way around the city. And the new tram line up here, where the pine trees are, that's where it ended before. But now it goes all the way up to the airport. And as you can see, we have quite a few customers that are waiting to go to the airport, whatever the airport brings to them, whether they want to fly out or fly in or go visit some shops. So the next topic that I may cover, I don't know quite yet, but if you have some suggestions, you can always just give me a private message on the YouTube and we can go from there. Anyway, thank you and have a good rest of your day. I may do a couple more of these.